Hello there. Welcome to my reaction to I Got Addicted to VTubers and Regret Everything by Gigak. I don't think, first of all, it's a great freeze frame. Second of all, I don't think I've seen an actual Gigak video. This got recommended to me by some comments when I started reacting to VTubers, but I was sick at the time, so I couldn't record for a long time. Recording for a reaction to a long video would have been a bit painful. Not painful, but uncomfortable. Doesn't matter. What matters is that I don't think I've seen a single Gigak video, and it got recommended to me because I'm mentioning Trash Taste a lot, and he's a part of that, and I watched almost every single Trash Taste video, besides JoJo one, at least, because I'm watching JoJo, and I don't want to get spoiled, just in case I'm not watching that one, until I'm done with it. Either way, like the JoJo one, where they sit around with a JoJo animator or something like that. That's in the title of the podcast. Anyway, I don't think I have seen any Gigak's videos besides, sure, I want when they did the figure special, the anime figure special and figurine special, whatever. Only then I watched, well, everybody's, but I watched other ones from Joey and Connor, but I haven't seen a Gigs video. So this is an intro way too long, and there's no reason for it. So let's just stop talking. So if you want to help out the channel, links in the description below, and then you can just like, comment, subscribe. That will be fantastic. Let's begin. It's that loud. Jesus.
Finally, I freed myself from gacha hell. Oh, I can finally get on with my life. Huh. Wonder what this is.
He jumped into a rabbit hole.
Not again.
How old is this video? I know it's over a year old.
I have simped.
Okay, it's like
2020 has been a year of things happening. It seems like this year the world just decided to do a gold split speedrun of setting itself on fire with a new exciting record of depressing shits being set every month. But while the entire world has gone to shit and we've been forced to stay inside, there has never been a better time to just hole up and watch all the anime that we've wanted to watch.
Yeah, you don't watch anime.
Imagine watching anime in 2020! You see, in between the fucking apocalypse we've been experiencing, we've been given a beacon of hope this year. A single ray of light in the endless
Hope it's loud enough
darkness
because it's
we've
gonna
been
jump down now.
Gentlemen, I've seen the future.
Code Geass intro.
Cue anime! Go!
Steins Gate, not Code Geass.
On YouTube. VTubers or virtual YouTubers has been a trend that has absolutely exploded onto our scene this year. A genre comprised of real people using normally anime-themed virtual avatars to create content online. If you've been following me on various other platforms, this video is probably the worst kept secret on my channel. In between my slow descent to the rabbit hole to, some... moment of weaknesses. It's kind of just taken over my schedule. It was something I started to get into near the beginning of the year and has since grown to a point in my schedule. It was something I started...
There we go. What is that? Is that toilet thinking of Coco? Alright.
To get into near the beginning of the year and has since grown to a point I didn't think it could. This is like the third iteration of the script I've worked on because 2020 has been such a massive year for VTubers that by the time I finished the draft, some parts have become irrelevant and new parts needed to be added. That's
when this video came out, some parts became irrelevant again.
For those on the outside, it may just seem like another passing fad, but right now it is bigger than it ever has been before. Every week there seems to be a new one debuting. More and more interest has been expressed over the internet, and right now, 7 of the top 10 earning super chat users in the world on YouTube are VTubers. Love them or hate them, they are rising up fast, and it looks like they are here to stay. But what
Damn,
is
Coco
the
was
appeal of
that
these
popular
virtual girls,
once they
and
got
why are they
cancelled,
becoming
huh?
so popular now?
I mean,
Today,
cancelled by
thought I'd document my
Hololive
own journey
themselves,
with VTubers over the
not
past
by
few months,
viewers.
introduce those of you out of the know why so many seem to be watching them right now,
Bunch of
and
graduated.
speculate what they could mean for the future of online entertainment. This is your introduction to the 2D girls that are taking over. Welcome to the VTuber rabbit hole.
If they have a 3D model, do they count as 2D girls? I think they have 3D.
Get into how 2D girls are slowly
Just
taking over
cartoony.
our souls,
Like, that's
we need
3D
to go
girl.
back to the beginning. To
Maybe that's a
happier, more
controversial take.
innocent times before the world was plunged into chaos. Yes, that's right. We need to go all the way back to the prehistoric age of
2016?
2016.
Got him! Oh, I won't say 2018 at first, but it will be older.
Human playing them is far older than what we know modern VTubers as today, which begs the question: who actually was the first VTuber? Oh, I got it, wasn't it? Like Amy Yamato, that virtual vlogger that came out way before the times? Nope. Think again, fucker. Annoying Orange was the first VTuber. Nah, you're all wrong.
It doesn't count, in my opinion.
Gorillas, wasn't it? Whatever your technical definition of what a VTuber is,
I guess,
there
yeah.
is undeniably one person we can thank for starting this modern VTuber scene.
I was thinking about Kizunai, but I thought she's not as old as that girl she showed. I mean, not she's as old. I mean, like, she didn't debut that long ago. I thought maybe like 6 years, and the videos he's just shown were 8 years old, so... I guess I'm wrong. Okay.
It's pretty well known that the godmother of the entire VTuber scene was Kizuna Ai.
Let's upload, so it's not gonna
Debuting
be
in
old.
November 2016, she made massive waves in the anime community.
Debut in November 2016, and it says 1st of December 2016. Maybe that's not the first video.
And beyond, immediately amassing close to 1 million subscribers by the end of 2017.
Which, as someone else in the anime community who also reached 1 million subs at the end of 2007, took me 10 damn years to do.
Yeah.
But I'm not a cute anime girl, so I'm not even mad.
It's impossible to ignore that the roots of the modern VTuber stem heavily from the idol culture in Japan and, of course, Vocaloids. In between the pure, perfect image of a human idol and the digitally generated mascot of Hatsune Miku and co., Kizuna Ai was something in between both of those. Someone who was clearly more human than the Vocaloids' digital pop stars, but still technically a character who wasn't human. Instead of a real idol, we had a virtual idol, someone who could combine the best of both worlds to create something new.
When Kizuna Ai
I
first
guess,
debuted,
sure.
I remember
Is there a concrete definition of what a VTuber is? Because I feel like in my mind... Oh, I guess... I don't know how Vocaloids work exactly. If there's nobody capturing the movement and singing, like in real time, then in my mind they won't count. But if there is somebody whose movements are taken, then it's just like 3D models that are animated and then music put just on top of them. And if there is somebody that the movements are taken from and they're also singing, then they would count as VTubers in my mind. Not maybe as VTubers, but in the same sense as a VTuber, because then like I feel like VTuber has to be on like YouTube or Twitch, something like that. VTuber is just a weird kind of word. Also, then, but like something like Annoying Orange would not count, because it's a real like photos of real fruits. Real, like if we're gonna just take the orange, it's a real orange and a real face put on top of it, or like mouth and eyes. So it's not. There's not much V in that VTuber, if you will call him that. Okay, I don't know.
thinking, fuck.
Kizunai perfectly fits my
definition.
definition.
With real waifus on the same platform. We were never meant to compete with cute anime girls. To me, something like this was inevitable. It was only a matter of time before someone attempted something like this. The only trigger was waiting for the technology behind it to become feasible. I thought to myself, this was just the start. And it was.
Kaguya Luna, Mirai Akari, Zero. Kizuna Ai started a boom with a whole new plethora of VTubers popping up to try and imitate the success she saw.
Where did
Some of them
Kizuna Ai
did
go?
decently well. By March of 2018, there was something in the realm of over 1,000 virtual YouTubers.
Hopefully
and
I'll
that
find
number
out in
saw
this video.
exponential growth over the coming months, hitting 8,000 around 18 months later, according to a Japanese virtual YouTuber tracking site, which is a stupidly large number. VTubers created its own massive space in Japan, you could argue to the point of oversaturation, but despite this,
I
it
think
would
so.
just remain within its own niche. After the initial boom,
There's a lot of things when they start, they take some time, and things become oversaturated. Like when YouTubers became a thing, like especially like when Let's Play became a thing specifically, there were a lot of people recording Let's Plays, and that became oversaturated. TikTok came out, a lot of people just jumped onto bandwagon, and that became oversaturated. The reaction videos, like even now, I feel is oversaturated, and that's why I thank you, who's ever listening to me right fucking now, for taking your time and watching me instead of somebody else. Thank you. I don't hate another reaction channels, by the way. I'm just saying that you took time to watch me instead of like you maybe could have taken the same time to watch somebody else, but you chose me. Thank you. That brings a smile to my face.
a lot of people, especially outside of Asia, just
So it's the same as
forgot about
VTubers right now.
for a while. We all knew about Kizuna
But then
Ai
it's
and
gonna
that
go
VTubers
down
had
a bit.
become this massive thing in Japan, but that was mostly the extent of our knowledge. And many of us went back to doing what we had always done, watching cute anime girls in anime instead of watching cute anime girls on YouTube. But
Because a lot of people don't know
eventually,
Japanese,
that
even if
would
they would
begin to change.
find out about them.
For the most part, the popularity and appeal of VTubers would stay localized in Japan, mainly because, well, most of them were Japanese. Despite a loyal fan base dedicated to translating videos, no one VTuber would get the same kind of wide recognition as Kizuna Ai. And over the years, even her popularity would begin to decline, with her parent company even introducing multiple personalities in an attempt to increase the amount of producible content without limiting it to one person playing her. So you may be wondering,
And then also by extension of that, they can possibly fire the person who was behind the originally behind the Kizuna Ai, and then just leave the other ones be. That would be a shitty move if that happened. Did it happen? I hope not. Because I think I've seen a VTuber that looks kind of like Kizuna Ai in like compilations and such. I think. But then, no, I definitely see. I didn't. Someone who looks kind of like Kizuna Ai, but not necessarily is Kizuna Ai. It's what I'm saying.
what is the modern VTuber scene like today? Well, remember this clip that went semi-viral?
Oh, I want to say that I watched Kizuna Ai a long time ago. I watched a couple of her videos. Like, she also did a video with the Anime Man, and they did that video after I've seen some of her content before.
Our parts back in the day.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Well, imagine if we could just take this one clip and make an entire genre around it.
Fuck! Fucking shit! Fuck you! Holy shit, motherfucker! Not better! Fuck you! Goodbye, motherfucker!
Right now, VTubers are in the midst of a second renaissance.
Yeah, I've seen that video.
And if you've been hanging around anime Twitter or the rest of the community, you may have heard names like Hololive being thrown around, who are right now the group right at the center of it all. So, what is Hololive? Well, we can let the founder of the group himself explain it.
我々はどちらかというと AKB さんのようなグループでライバーを運営しているそういった会社になります。
So that was a fucking lie.
Hololive is the brainchild of Motoaki Tanigo, better known as Yago in the community. It's essentially an agency for VTubers, but while someone like Kizuna Ai is managed by a single agency, Hololive has a whole plethora of VTubers that operates under the Hololive umbrella. While there are other very successful agencies like Niji Sanji that are operating, I'm mainly spotlighting Hololive for just how much of an effect they've been able to have on the VTuber scene outside of Japan. No other agency has come close to seeing the international reach that they've had and have really led the boom we've seen this year. So, what's changed since the Kizna Eye days? Well, instead of scripted or pre-recorded content, VTubers are now far more associated with live streaming content and shitposting. There's a lot of shitposting.
You miserable fucking ass clown.
Yes, Yago may have intended to create.
I kind of have a thought that I wish something from Russia would become popular, so I would be the first source people will come to, because I will know, I could explain what happens in Russian to people who don't know Russian. The same way, like, probably Japanese people who know English do the things in English. Not necessarily make subtitles, but still. I don't know.
VTuber AKB48,
But nothing can
but
come out of
what
Russia.
he actually got was closer to a VTuber AK47. What I find interesting about how the modern scene has grown is that it's almost de-evolved from where it started. Kizna Eye completely revolutionized the concept of using virtual avatars using full body tracking in a 3D space, which, considering the technical knowledge and initial cost for equipment, had a huge barrier for entry. But now most VTubers can get away with a simple live 2D avatar superimposed on some basic face tracking software, which pretty much anyone can do. Hell, even I've used it before in some of my previous videos. However, despite the more limited technology, this new
Should
way
I do
is
it for a
arguably
stream?
just as, if not even more successful. And for those looking from the outside in, it may be confusing to see what exactly is the appeal of a VTuber.
I never got into Kizna Eye when she first came out, and I've never been into live streamers either, despite the fact that I respect both as content creators and the content that they make. So
Same, I
on
didn't get
paper,
into
I should have
Kizna Eye,
never
but I
got
watched a couple
swept up in
videos
the VTuber
way
renaissance.
long ago.
Right? But I
Wait, I missed
respect
it.
both as content creators and the content that they make. So on paper, I should have never gotten swept up in this VTuber renaissance. Right? But I underestimated my love for cute anime girls, okay? Yes, I know, I have a problem. I should have known better.
VTubers first
That's
started
okay.
to appear on my radar earlier in the year
You
with
do
clips
you,
here and
Giga.
there of these cute anime girls
Grunt.
speaking English and very occasionally
You do you,
saying
Grunt.
the N-word. But it wouldn't be until a few clips started to appear on my YouTube homepage that I would truly start to fall into the hole. All it takes is 1 or 2 videos before YouTube's
Joey was there
algorithm
with
takes over
Coco.
and gives you an endless flood of more. The ones that got me was
Coco,
Matsuki
Cajo?
telling her Band-Aid story
Fuck,
and
I forgot.
Fubuki singing her version of Scatman. And it was as I was watching a cute anime girl singing about how much she wants to beat up a pineapple, I had this epiphany.
I don't know what it was about these clips that stood out to me immediately, but if I had to put it into words, it was very reminiscent of the appeal of old YouTube. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a bunch of girls fucking about behind an anime avatar. One was just doing this really, really cute song cover, and the other was just telling this story about how she wore band-aids as a bra once for school. These weren't some super
I'm gonna say a thing. If you come join my streams on Twitch, you can put in chat !Yubi, and it'll play the sound of Yubi, of Corona saying Yubi. It was added not because I wanted it, even though it is cute, by popular demand. I was asked and I added it. But if you want, you can come and just do it. You know?
polished, high production videos. They were just some bare bones avatar doing what Smosh did back in the day, or OG storytime vloggers. And there was just something inherently charming about that. And then that was that. Once I went V, I could never be free.
On the outside, the anime avatar thing can just seem like a gimmick, but
A
even
bully?
without that, it's impossible to deny that many VTubers, especially the ones at Hololive, are just very talented at what they do. There are a ridiculous number of different VTubers with different personalities and appeal doing all sorts of different content. Some of them are very much acting as a character, and some of them more often than not slip into their real life persona, but whatever their style, all of them have found their own way to be really entertaining, whether it be shitposting a ton, being good at video games, or just acting really fucking adorable.
To put it in a way that
Yeah, that's how
anyone
it can be described, like
understand,
Corona.
VTubers are just anime's newest genre.
And maybe Fubuki.
Cute girls do live streaming things.
And some of you may be thinking, well, why would I want to watch a VTuber over a regular streamer then? Why do people get invested in VTubers when they are just playing this character? And, well, the closest analogy I can compare this to is wrestling. Okay, just hear me out. Wrestling is fascinating to me because it's something that exists between a scripted show and a real sport. We all know that wrestling is fake.
I can see the similarities.
And yet they are able to invest themselves in these events, these characters.
Oh, that's
as if
Lucha
it was a
Underground.
real sport with real
I
people.
love Lucha
But there are
Underground.
times when the line between a wrestler and the real person playing them can get blurry. Storyline and characters can sometimes bleed into the real world that can make you unsure whether you're watching a scripted piece of fiction or a real event unfolding. But whatever the case, the fan investment in them is 100% genuine. Okay, I'm gonna stop pretending that my wrestling knowledge extends anything beyond a Super Eye Patch Wolf video, but the point I'm trying to make is that I think VTubers exist in that same uncanny valley. You know there's a real person behind this anime avatar, you know they are just playing this character, but who the fuck cares about that? It's a fucking puppy girl playing video games and it's adorable as fuck,
That's a good
okay?
game.
That's right. VTubers is just wrestling with waifus. Jesus, I can't wait for that line to be quoted out of context. The attachment I feel towards a VTuber is the same I feel towards a fictional character, but I give them the same kind of respect I would any real person or just another content creator. And just because they are anime avatars doesn't make them any less authentic because just like wrestling fans, you're investing in these people, these characters can create genuine moments for you. Or, in other words,
your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me!
But look, I can talk all day.
The thing is, like when he started saying that, why would I watch like the character over some other streamer? There are a lot of streamers who are in character even though they show their real face, so it's not that much different. They hiding behind like an invisible mask, and VTubers are hiding behind an actual model, so it's not different. Like if you watch Dr. Disrespect, it's not actually him. I can't remember his actual name, but it's not actually the person that portrays Dr. Disrespect. It's a character that sometimes breaks out of character. It's the same thing with VTubers. They could play some kind of death god, but then when they want, or when something hits them, like emotionally maybe, they could break out of the character. It's the same thing. So not a lot of, well, not a lot of, but at least, I don't know, maybe half of streamers and stuff like that, or just YouTubers who record videos are a character. I don't know the percentage. Saying half, I feels quite safe. Because if you watch like a Maxor or Seth video, they're definitely not like that in real life. Maybe partially like that, but editing and all that helps with videos. So it'll maybe even more YouTubers that have edited content and stuff like that. They're more like that, or edited or scripted content especially. They're like that just on your screen, and when you meet them, if you meet them in real life, they'll be a completely different person. And on streams, it's a bit more difficult to do because it's live, and it has to happen instantly to not like break a character, stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm not like any kind of character. I just been myself in videos and on streams. And if you enjoy my content, thank you very much. Just enjoying me being me while watching something else. If it's just on YouTube, or playing something if it's on stream. Not necessarily playing, actually. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not about me. But that's what I'm saying. It's all about what character you want to watch. Do you want to watch a real face playing a character, or do you want to watch a VTuber playing a character? It's the same thing. You just can't actually see them, really. Might never know how they look like. And in the end of the day, who cares? If you enjoy them, you enjoy them.
About the theoretical appeal of VTubers and not get through at all, because the best way is just to experience them.
I talked for a long time. God damn it. My apologies.
Gigok, how does one get into VTubers?
He already showed how.
Giguk, where
Just
do
jump
I start
down.
with this rabbit hole? What is the watch order? Give me the watch order.
That's
is
not
the
a
first
thing.
one in the series Korone Monogatari, or perhaps Kiryu Koko's Feet Stay Night?
What the fuck is a feet compilation? The only compilation I know from X videos is a cream pie compilation.
The good news is that there's not exactly
Yeah.
a lack of choice, and the best
Sure.
thing is they're all such good girls. It's so hard to choose a best girl. I mean, you got best girl, and then also best girl, and best girl, and best girl, and a fucking psychopath.
Stay home.
Actually, now that I think about it, most of these girls are fucking psychopaths, aren't they? Recently, HoloLive
Probably.
debuted their English talent, and for anyone English speaking, that would most likely be the best gateway into the world, as it gives a good idea of what it's like watching a VTuber, and overall, what being part of the HoloLive experience is all about. There are a total of 5 girls, each with very different personalities and
Okay, I guess it's changed a bit since then, but still, what I want to say is that don't choose. You can choose somebody by their just looks. Like, it's totally up to you who you choose to watch, but I feel like you should choose somebody who you relate to, who you would enjoy mostly. So the personality is the best way to choose somebody. Watch, like, if you want to get into it, watch a video on them. Like maybe some experience video or one of their streams. See if you like how they play out and stuff like that. Just find a game you enjoy, and if they played it, watch that. You know that, like, you would, if you enjoyed that video, it's not because of the game, because you know what happens in the game. Even if you enjoy replaying it and stuff like that, it doesn't matter. But if you enjoy what they do throughout the game, then it's probably a better streamer tuber for you.
and appeals, so if you give them all a go, there's
I
probably
pause this
going
way
to be
too
one
much.
that floats your boat. And
My
while they're still
apologies
very
again.
new, they've already managed to leave a strong impression. You've got a tsundere death god rapper in Mori Karaoke, who's actually insanely talented in music and releasing her own original songs. The
Yeah, and you said it wrong, it's Calliope.
My Innerness, whose voice can soothe your soul. A chaotic, energetic detective in Amelia Watson. A lovable, goofball chicken. I mean, majestic phoenix in Kiara. And Gar Gura, who's so fucking sweet. Watching her streams is like injecting pure glucose into my fucking veins. Despite just debuting, they've all managed to establish themselves very quickly and are all very talented.
I think all 5 of them are still
Out of all
active,
of them,
right?
Gar Gura probably
But there's
understands
more
the
now.
internet landscape the best, which shows that she's probably the fastest growing HoloLive member right now, reaching over 500,000 subscribers in just a few weeks. Beyond that, we have the established Japanese talent, of which there are now 5 generations with dozens of girls, all who have their own
What is it now
lore
at
and memes,
7
and also have
generations?
different relationships with each other. It's going to be impossible to go for every girl in this video, so instead, in no order or preference, here are some interesting stuff that might catch your interest if you're a newbie. Kiryu Koko is probably one of the most newbie-friendly VTubers, and it's not really a secret that I'm a regular viewer of her channel. And before HoloLive English debuted, was the closest thing to a liaison the international fans had, as she's both fluent in English and Japanese. A 3,000-year-old dragon girl who fans suspect is American-born thanks to the way she moves her hips. Yes, you can even be a 2D girl, but even in anime, hips
I like that
don't
there's
lie.
what's
She
it,
has a show
Yagu?
called Asakoko going over
Picture in the
latest news
background.
HoloLive, but recently she's also been doing a series where she reviews English HoloLive memes with other Japanese members. And not only is this a very fun watch, but it is genuinely interesting to see how internet humor translates across different languages and culture. In
Yeah.
terms of being a pure content creator, she's not only charismatic but understands what makes good content and is able to deliver on it. Overall, Coco is great, and she has the thighs of a Greek goddess herself. Thigh review. Hinamori Luna has a design drawn by the Eromanga Sensei artist, and for once, going against the anime trope of having a lolly who's secretly 2,000 years old, Luna's age seems to be about -20.
Hope you understand. Please. Damn.
Fubuki is fucking adorable, and if you watch only one thing after watching this video, just watch one of her song covers. This is what YouTube was invented for. Want to hear someone try to input a fucking Tekken 7 combo via laugh input? That's Pekoda, by the way.
Jesus.
Matsuhiro Matsuri will always have a soft spot for me because it was a lot of her clips that first pulled me into the hole. Out of all the girls, she actually seems like the most normal. It doesn't feel like she's playing a character, she's just a genuinely charismatic and fun girl who's also a fucking degenerate. Seriously, just check out any of her clips if you want an authentic,
The
genuine
hell?
stream of a girl just dicking about behind an anime avatar. Horseshoe Marine is horny.
I'm honey.
There's Korone. She's a dog. That's pretty much it. Now, you may be wondering, what's the appeal of watching an anime dog live streaming? I mean, it's just a cute little doggo playing video games like she's a innocent ball of wholesomeness who can melt your heart and cure depression. Like, what's so special about making the cutest little noises like... And I don't know about this smile that will make you want to drop everything and pledge your allegiance to protect it. It's not like I want to head pat her or anything. Why would I want to head pat her? Okay, maybe she deserves the head pat. Someone should give her the head pats. I'll give it to her. Let me just... No, Sydney, get off me. Get off me, Sydney. Let me head pat her. She deserves the head pats. No!
There it is. Oh, no, Yubi. There it is.
And then there is a Kai Hat.
That's exact thing is on my stream.
How do I begin to describe the
Like
Hachima
chat
experience?
commands.
Hachima is the fucking chaotic degenerate energy I didn't know I needed in my life. In my mind, she's the waifu offspring of Filthy Frank and How to Basic. Her content is cursed. It's anarchy. It's full-blown fucking degeneracy, and it's absolutely amazing. Want a waifu who can cook for you? Well, why not watch her destroy basic cooking skills in such classics like bitch-made pasta? Want a pure, perfect idol? No problem. Why not listen to some wholesome vomit ASMR as she accidentally pukes on stream doing the spicy noodle challenge? What's some mad lads in the chat type out kawaii? Oh, you think the fans are the degenerates here? Don't worry, she was the one who asked viewers to send in their feet videos so she could review them herself in one of the most cursed streams ever made. I didn't really have a point of reference to pinpoint the kind of entertainment this content is. Like, there's even a stream where she's reacting to her own lewds that artists drew for her. I am watching a fucking anime girl reviewing her own lewds. Is this not the peak of internet content? Why am I even trying? How can anyone compete with this? And this is part of the reason why I got into VTubers. From purely a content perspective, some of the stuff these girls are doing is genuinely interesting and
I kind of would love to do that myself.
So it wouldn't be as fun
if I was a VTuber.
Anime or a regular IRL streamer. It's because
And then I had
in a space between
I got on Rule 34.
That they can explore original
I would do
ideas
that.
or get away with things that other people can't who exist in the same space. And that's why this is something I legitimately believe falls into its own genre of entertainment. Like, I didn't wake up thinking that watching this anime girl die inside as she sees this Yoshi plushie getting violated by a foot would be so entertaining, but it is, and I have no idea why. And I'm gonna stop it there, even though I've just barely scratched the surface, but I get it now. I get why VTubers became such a huge trend in Japan all this time, idol culture or not. And with their explosive growth this year, it makes me think what this could possibly mean for the future of online content. Hololive's recent English talent debut was an event that just dominated all of the discussions in our community for a while. Ironically, more than I've seen for any of the anime that have aired this year so far. The buzz created on social media was staggering. VTubers seem to be inescapable, and if you think about it, it kinda makes sense. The reason we call it a rabbit hole is because with the amount of content being generated, even just by Hololive alone, it is literally impossible to consume it all. You may fall in deeper and deeper, but you can never reach the bottom. And all this content isn't even centralized under one channel. You've got the Hololive channel, the individual Hololive Talents channel,
it's more music, right?
independent VTubers, dozens
of
individual highlights channels, all interlinked within YouTube's algorithm, creating this perfect storm. The VTuber rabbit hole was practically designed to take over YouTube, and I don't see it going away. I think the big turning point for me was seeing the discussion around VTubers reach way past the community who'd usually watch it. Pokimane came out with a VTuber avatar, along with many other notable streamers looking to follow suit soon, and many more are either about to debut or have expressed interest in wanting to become one themselves. Because, trends aside, money speaks and the message is loud and clear. It was revealed that 7 of the top 10 earning
Something fucking exploded and I'll have to check it out. But I'll finish the video. I don't want to edit it.
Super chat users in the world were VTubers, and at the top was Coco, earning around $810,000 since debuting late last year, averaging way over 100k per month. That is through donations alone, not including other revenue streams, which... Be right back, I'm just gonna retire so I can become a cute anime girl. No matter how you look at it, these are insane numbers, and judging by the initial stats of the English-speaking talent too, that's a trend that seems to be continuing internationally too. I mean, just look at how fast this super chat is going.
There are few things in the world that can transcend the
I wish you didn't post so much.
Money,
What exploded?
laughter, compassion, and now, fucking simps!
Oh, the smell.
It's really no wonder why there's so much attention and interest, which is why even if this hype dies
I guess
down
I know
over
it exploded,
time, I
but
don't
fuck.
think it's just going to be a passing fad.
There's gonna be
I think
glass
we've seen
everywhere.
the birth of another subculture within our community. I've focused a lot on Hololive and their rise, but
I've
I
streamed
didn't
like
even
half an
touch
hour.
on the independent VTuber scene. Because really, the first VTuber who really broke into the English-speaking scene was probably Project Melody earlier this year. She debuted earlier this year as the first virtual cam girl, breaking all kinds of viewership records, and has since established herself as an all-round VTuber live streamer, and has really led the way
the
for
smell
other
is
independent content
horrendous.
creators on Twitch and other live streaming platforms. This year really has been the
She was
perfect
very
storm
horny, so
that
that's
has
why she's
taught us
popular.
that 2D was the future all along.
If 2020 has taught me anything,
It's not
that
2D, she's
weebs are
3D.
Far too willing to
Oh my
drop
god,
back
the smell.
When it comes to cute anime girls. Like, I don't know if we
Cool.
just come with something hardwired into our fucking brain that just gives us this uncontrollable reflex to throw a bunch of money whenever we see 2D anime titty, or, you know, some beautiful fucking anime thighs. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
Is simping VTubers tax deductible?
No.
Are you fucking serious?
But you know what? I will say that watching VTubers has at least
Deserved.
given me
Oh,
something
I'm sorry, I can't
tangible, or
react
helped
normally.
me
It's the
work
smell,
towards
it's killing
something
me.
tangible. Like when I was getting into
Smells
gacha
like
games,
dirty
I'm sure a lot of
feet.
people saw that video and thought, "Wow, this looks like a dangerous addiction." I mean, this is just basically a waifu casino, right? And look, what I'll say to that is, if I'm gonna have a gambling addiction, at least I can have a gambling addiction I can jack off to.
But watching VTubers without subtitles
Good
has
point.
legitimately improved my Japanese listening skills as someone who's trying to learn the language, far more than years of watching anime has done.
But this is
because
not a
you're
gacha,
forced
though.
to really pay attention
You know
to
what you're
they
getting.
say. So, unlike gacha games, this has actually helped me in a real life skill.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if I'm gonna have a Japanese learning resource, at least I can have a Japanese learning resource I can.
2020 has been the
Yeah.
year of VTubers, and it looks like it's going to stick around, so while you're here, why try to fight it? If there's ever been a time to dip your toes into something new, why not join us in the rabbit hole and welcome our new 2D overlords?
Because, you know, I may have played it up as a joke, but please don't go simp crazy, guys. I'm not really some waifu addict who can't stop dropping cash on cute anime girls. VTubers are great, and I love them, but this isn't really an addiction. It's fine, guys. I can quit anytime I like.
You just don't want to quit right now, right?
トミちゃんもありがとね。こんなありがとう。福力もこんなにありがとう。ギルクックさん、Thank you very much.
Box, Alpha, Zeke098, Joe Augustine, Ivido, Weebologist Ricky, Zopmondo, and everyone else, my Patreon, for helping to support me for this month. Oh, and just a quick note, if this video has gotten you interested
And your
in
money
getting into
Patreons
the
are going
VTuber
to
rabbit hole, remember
VTubers.
guys, these are their own content creators with their own rules for their own streams. Look, I just want to give them respect and
There's no way something else exploded, is it? That would be way too fucking convenient.
the last thing I want to do is have my name spammed or anything spammed on any VTubers I mention in this video. I'm just here to promote good content, and like everyone else, I respect them as creators and I just want them to keep doing what they're doing. Anyway though, that's it from me. I hope to see all of you in the rabbit hole by next week. I've been Giguk and I will see you all next time. Rip anime content in 2020.
Is that it? Yeah.
Thoughts of
So, yeah. There's this video. This is video I wanted to record for the past, like, 3 weeks. Finally done with it. Something had to happen. I had to pause 1500 times. I'm very sorry about that, but also, that was out of my control. Kind of. Depends on what exploded exactly. Because maybe I should have thrown that away. No, it was in the open. Because I think something flew into the room as well. Because it exploded in a different room. It's a glass fucking jar with... I think... What's outside? Compote. Doubt it exploded. I don't think it could. Fuck, if it did, it's fucking what? 5 liters? On the floor? Awesome. No, the smell would have been different probably. It wouldn't go bad in a jar of... Whatever. Anyway, thank you anybody who watched this. I appreciate it a lot. I hope to see you next time. I'm sorry I have to edit it. end this sooner than I wanted to, and I can't express my more words, but I expressed enough of them by pausing, and I had to. There's something happened, so I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Have a great life, because one of us has to.